Hello and welcome to For the Love of Cycling. I am Ned Boulting.
I'm Lizzie Deignan.
And I'm Peter Kennaugh.
And we are here in Barcelona to preview the Grand Départ. In fact, we're not just in Barcelona, we're in the back of the Astana team bus, courtesy of Director Sportif from Astana, Peter Kennaugh. And in specific terms, we're here to preview tomorrow's team time trial that gets the 2026 Tour de France underway. For the Love of Cycling is sponsored by Science in Sport, the fuel of choice for some of the leading riders at the Tour de France over the last 40 years. SIS developed the first specially formulated recovery drink, the first isotonic gel, and the first dual-source carb fuel, innovations that have transformed cycling nutrition. It's the official sports nutrition partner to British cycling, supporting community cycling clubs right through to Olympic champions, as well as over 400 elite athletes and teams worldwide. Science in Sport, fuel trusted by champions since 1992. All right then, first things first. Lizzie just picked you up from the airport, so I've had a couple of hours. I know all about how you are, so I'm not going to ask you that question just yet. How are you, Pete?
Oh, straight to me.
Yeah, straight to you.
I'm good. Like you said, we're in the Astana bus. This is probably going to be where I sit, to be honest.
Right here.
Like, lay down there. Because you have the 8 riders up front. Vaz usually sits, the head of performance usually sits on those back 2 seats. Fofo usually sits right at the front next to the bus driver, you know. Number 1 DS. Rolling into town. Usually reading like a newspaper or something, or acting important. And I'll perch up back here with Yvonne Ledenoir and we'll just chill out.
Very good.
Talk about normal stuff.
Very
Pretend
good.
we're not at a bike race. Try and switch off a bit before the fun starts.
I mean, he's been retired a good few years now. In fact, you've been retired 7 years, Pete.
Yeah, this is my 7th year working on the Tour de France since retirement. So
Yeah.
I've done 6 on TV.
But this is your first Director Sportif.
Yeah,
right?
so I've obviously been a cyclist, done the TV stuff, and now I'm a Director Sportif. I'm like, what else is there to do? You know?
Swanee? Maybe?
Swanee.
Be a marshal.
Yeah, be a marshal.
Race director. Christian
Yes.
Prudhomme can't go on for too much longer, can he?
Someone's got to replace him.
Yeah.
So I'll have to
They
look
normally
at-
choose a French person, to be fair.
Yeah,
Not
that's
someone from
true.
the Isle of Man. Anyway, you're much more recently retired, Lizzie. Does this coming back onto a team bus give you any sort of PTSD vibes?
Does it a little bit?
Like a little bit. Race.
Yeah, a wee bit, yeah. I'm not at all like, I wish I was doing a TTT tomorrow. No, like, I think it's probably the hardest discipline, a TTT, don't you?
But no, not for me.
Well, you're good at it, yeah.
I used to love it.
But I was always 4th woman. You know, I was like
Oh, were you with that? You were that one?
clinging on,
You were like
yeah.
the Christian Knees of the women's team time trial. But no, it's I had some really bad performances in them.
Right.
But so it wasn't like I was like really good at them, but I just used to really enjoy them. But I think it's from the team pursuit background, which you weren't. I mean, you did well in, but you weren't that keen on, were you?
I was world champion, but yeah.
No, but you weren't keen on it.
No,
were
I
you?
wasn't. I wasn't at all. I was making. I've always made up numbers. I've never been like the strongest.
Yeah.
So.
I mean,
you always felt like it was team pursuit first and scratch race and points race
Yeah,
second.
exactly. Yeah.
But
I'm not going there.
thinking back, Lizzie, I think at least 1 or 2 of the Grand Tours in the women's peloton that you competed in, at least the Vuelta started with a team time trial, didn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe not just the Vuelta. Did the Tour have it as well?
The Tour's never had a TTT in it before. Next year is going to be the first ever women's
Of course,
TTT.
in the UK, yeah.
But we started the Giro a couple of times with the TTT. But I was always luckily in the team with Ellen Van Dijk, who literally just
dragged everyone along.
towed us round. Yeah.
One more thing.
Go on.
Actually, talking about retirement and post-grade. Sorry, I know you're the host.
No, I'm not the host. No, it's fine. You're sitting in the middle. Enjoy the status.
That's true. I was just thinking about me and Lizzie then. There's quite a few comparables. You know, we both retired from cycling. Then we both did a bit of ITV work on the Tour de France, commentating. Then we both did a bit of podcast work. And now recently, you've started doing what?
I am just copying you,
Director
Pete.
Sportif work.
I saw how well you were doing in retirement. I just thought,
you know, watch out. I'll have to watch
Role
out.
model Pete.
maybe we should start a team, Pete.
I would love that.
Wouldn't that be good?
You bring in all the money. I do nothing.
Yeah, okay.
I could sit at the front of the bus. You could be at that back doing all the like Velaview stuff and getting all the details done, and you know.
Do you know why I am
Great.
director sporty for the GB cycling team?
You've had one day at work, haven't you, so far
Yeah.
to this point? 100% record.
Yeah.
Zoe Backstead got the Elite Women's Road Race
All down
Championship.
to my gel out the window.
All down to that.
Because I'll do Olympics, Europeans, World Championships, and they're all on circuits. So I think there's no need for Velovia, is there?
That's dreamy.
Isn't it?
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
If they don't know where they're going after the first lap, it's not my
That's
problem.
such a good job as well.
Yeah.
Rock up to all the big ones.
Yeah, with some big hitters too.
Yeah. What are you saying? Like, where were you at the GP Deignan? That sort of thing? Or, yeah.
No, I'm just saying
No.
it sounds ace.
Yeah. Only the big time for Lizzie.
Yeah.
But talking about the big time, this is your first Tour de France as a DS, Pete.
It's my first Grand Tour as
First
a DS.
Grand Tour.
Yeah.
Is it?
They haven't eased you in
I've
with
only
the
been
cheeky
a
World
DS
Tour.
at this level. This is only my second year. Didn't do anything last year. Any Grand Tours last year. And then this year I've got the Tour and then the Vuelta. So gone from
Yeah.
Zero
it's a
to
big,
hero.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a big,
Here we
it's a
go.
big couple of months ahead.
Yeah.
Slightly nervous.
What does Team Time Trial Day mean for your job? Because obviously Alex Dowsett is kind of freighted in, isn't he? So he's Mr. Coloured Socks.
Yeah.
For Astana, for
The
those of you who
OG.
don't know, have every single
Not
rider
anymore. We don't.
abandoned. That policy
Abandoned.
totally abandoned.
Yeah.
Wasn't a marginal gain in the end.
No,
not
it
really.
worked really well, especially if you're in the car when you're on the radio.
Was it to identify them?
It was to
Yeah.
identify them, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why we don't. Maybe it's something to do with kit sponsor. I'm not sure why
Yeah.
we don't do it this year, but we don't.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, having him on board for these days and for the individual time trials is like incredible. It's
Yeah.
amazing because you get like basically a day off.
I thought you were going to say because
I
he's
thought you
really
said-
good at it.
I thought he was going to praise Alex Dowsett's attention to detail.
Yeah.
Everything he
No.
brings it. It's actually Pete gets a day
No,
off.
because you really do.
You need a rest day,
He
don't
is
you,
really
to
good
be
at it.
fair?
But for example, even better for my first Grand Tour, we're actually on the first stage of my first ever Grand Tour and first ever Tour de France. I get to sit almost like as a rider
Yep.
and watch him do the team presentation, blah, 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 chime up now and again and, act as if I know stuff.
Yep.
And then get in the car and drive him round while he's on the radio.
Oh.
And have like the best seat in the house to watch the team time.
So you're just a driver, really.
It's
tomorrow.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also,
But-
it's not a stressful convoy situation. You're just trundling along behind your rider.
I mean, the only stress you have is Team Time Trial is one of the races, I'd say, Lizzie, where you're in the car about to start and you're like, you want to. Well, anyway, for me, like, you want to be there. You want to be in the team. You want to be going down the ramp. Like, I think it's because you're so close to it, and it's all quite. The day's very intense, and it all builds up to that one singular moment. It's like you're just like fully, like, you're just ready to go yourself.
Yeah.
You don't get in the road race because you sit in the car. It builds up, and you're always given information throughout the day. Always busy.
I think in a TTT there's so much like atmosphere in the bus, and it's like you don't have an outlet for it if you just
Exactly.
get in the car. You're just like, and there's nowhere to push.
Yeah. So what's the course like, Pete? What's the Barcelona Team Time Trial like? Because you will be across all that detail, won't you?
So it's flat and then it's got 2 climbs basically.
Right.
But I actually don't know that much about it, to be honest.
They've just got to go as fast as possible, haven't they?
I mean,
Well, it's about.
Well, do they? Yeah.
there we go.
Do
Well,
they?
Well, you've got to it's finish with one rider, like
Who's your GC rider?
Tejada.
Harold
Tejada,
Tejada. Yeah.
So it's about just.
Who's going really well, isn't he?
He's flying. Yeah.
Yeah.
He got sick on the. I think I've already said it
Yeah.
on the previous podcast, but he got sick on the Dauphiné. He was flying up until that point, and he's feeling really good at the moment. So it's about getting, basically using your team. So for us, we've got Ballerini, Mike Turnus, and Max Cantor, Aaron Gate, who's an epic team time trialist. Using them up in the first, I think it's 16k before you hit the first climb.
Yeah.
Then we've got, after that, we've got Nico Vinokourov and Velasco, who we'll try and use for the first part of the first climb.
Yep.
And then the aim is to get Velasco, Higuita, and Tejada, or Vino, depending on how he's basically free. We don't know which free it'll be. We know it'll be Higuita and Tejada.
Yep.
Over the top
And
of
then
the first
maybe,
climb.
and then one other. Yeah.
Do some of the descent, and then it's just like a lead out basically into Tejada.
Yeah.
And will
Finished, like, just empties the tank on the last climb.
for the first 18k, will he pull through as well, or will he sit on the
Tejada
back?
will, because he's absolutely flying.
Right.
But for
okay.
example, Higuita won't. So Higuita's going to sit on.
Yep.
For the first.
It's not easy to sit on though either, is it? Sometimes.
No, it's not. But for him, it's definitely going to be a lot easier than going through.
Right.
So.
Okay.
But Lizzie, we were talking about this earlier with the rule changes, with effectively everybody takes their, everyone's time is their time, right?
Yeah.
And so it's completely different. And it's the first time the Tour de France has used that set of rule changes that came in a couple of years ago. Most riders are pretty familiar with it. Most teams have got their heads around it. But it kind of, we like it. We had sat in a coffee.
I like it.
having a coffee in Barcelona and talked it through, and it's just everyone can be. I think it's much more revealing of how the teams are structured, and also you can be much less conservative, can't you? You can just throw the kitchen sink.
You know what I thought about, like teams who have got joint leaders. It's like Lipowitz and Remco. They start like attacking each other or what?
Well,
you know, we said that. Yeah, we're going to see.
Remco as an individual is so much better than Lipowitz, who does a very good time trial, I'm sure, but he's so much better that there is the danger Remco just rides off his wheel.
But if they want to say if you take GC out of it for a second, and they want to win the stage, they would use Lipowitz as much as possible, you know, and leave Remco to do the final bit, no? Or both throughout the day, and then...
Which you could see, couldn't you?
It doesn't make sense them staying together, is what I'm saying, on the final climb.
With Evenepoel's, you know, status as probably not at the same level as Vingegaard and Pogacar, and he's never worn the yellow jersey. This is an opportunity, isn't it, for him to... Because if Red Bull were to win stage one and Remco take the jersey... That takes a massive amount of pressure straight off their shoulders, doesn't it?
What happens, like, if Lipovic punctures? Do they wait, or do they...
No, Remco's not waiting. Remco's not waiting.
Remco's not waiting.
That's the same scenario as...
if you've got dual leadership in some teams...
Remco's not waiting.
Well, no, Remco's not waiting.
That's exactly what happened in the Dauphiné with Oscar Onley and Vauquelin.
Yeah.
Because Vauquelin would have took the yellow jersey in the Dauphiné.
And he wasn't happy with that, was he?
He was fuming, and he waited. So we could have a bit of that. A few hard decisions to make on the road.
Probably Astana not winning this, I'm thinking. But,
but I think with
which are the teams who can win and will win, and where's the selection?
Well, it's all the obvious teams, isn't it? Yeah. UAE, Red Bull, Visma, and Ineos. Actually, I would say Ineos. For me, it's out of Ineos, Red Bull, and UAE.
Not Visma,
not Decathlon, not Trek. Were good in the Dauphiné, but they'll be there or thereabouts. Yeah, it's out of those. Yeah.
I've always, like, in all the iterations of Net Company Ineos, to give them their full name, and we're going right back to when you were racing Team Sky in the early Team Sky years. I always felt that even though actually their success rate in team time trials is modest,
it is,
surprisingly modest.
It's part of their culture, though.
It is part of their culture, and almost every rider who's ever ridden for that team ends up fast in the time trial. Like, they just make riders fast, don't they? Is that still the case, do you think? Like, are they still at the cutting edge?
Well, yeah, they are, the cutting edge of making riders fast, so everyone has a good position, everyone's aero, and they do it's a big part of their training throughout the year, where we maybe do one or two team time trial days on our team camps in the winter. They do a lot more, so they're going to be fast. I think if you took a split to the bottom of the first climb, they would be the fastest. But I just feel with the riders that UAE have, if you compare like for like on the final two climbs, surely they're going to take it. Be a good race up.
Be good to watch.
Yeah.
Not being.
Yeah.
What is the climb like? So they're two different climbs on the team time trial, aren't they? But it's the final one that's the kind of famous climb, isn't it? And that's the much harder of the two.
Yeah, well, seeing though I've got Higuita's road book.
It actually says Higuita there. So if he takes a wrong turn tomorrow,
sat right next to me. Yeah. Should we take a look?
Yeah, absolutely.
We have to be certain, we don't want to be giving any wrong information away. But it finishes on the...
This could take a while,
you can check my pronunciation, Montjuic climb, the same as the first road stage.
Yep.
But you come from a different side, I think. It's easier anyway.
Yeah, and the first climb is sort of a modest affair, isn't it, Lizzie, relatively, in terms of gradients?
It's... In the Bible, it says it's 1.1k at 5%, so it's nothing really.
Yeah.
So to be exact, we've got 16 kilometres of, basically flat road, then 1.1k at 5%, where you can't make much difference on, actually. Not a huge amount.
Do you think people's tactics will be to drop riders at the bottom?
Yeah, I think.
Do you think so?
Sure.
Still.
Yeah, because even 1k at 5% in a team time trial at those speeds, it's quite a big difference if you're a climber or not.
Is it?
Yeah. And then the final climb's 800 metres at 7%, so slightly harder, but still only 800 metres.
That's the famous climb. That's what the profile sort of roughly looks like. There we go. And then the next day, it's worth mentioning, isn't it, that last 800 metre climb up to the finish line of the stadium, they do, albeit from a different approach in the final kilometre, but the last 700 metres are the same.
The last 700 metres are the same, but on the first road stage, stage 2,
Yep.
you don't. So it's 700 meters at 7%, but
Yep.
you don't even notice it because you fly down off the
Yeah.
descent of the Mont Juiet. You turn right, and you're almost 400 meters up
Yeah.
the climb before you even have time to think. It's that fast.
Yeah.
So
Well-
it's who's ever at the top of the climb.
It's also worth
First
mentioning. It's also worth mentioning that on Sunday he's going to be joining a little bit late. David Millar.
Yes.
He'll come and join us, and I'm sure we're going to mention the fact that in 2009, in the pouring rain, that edition of the race, he was the sole survivor of a breakaway that fell apart, and he entered Barcelona all on his own with a decent lead actually, but kind of like they those big straight boulevards, they had time just to bring him back, but he got to that final climb with a lead, and I think tore Hushoft one in the end, like the stage, but it was dead
Sounds
close.
familiar, yeah.
It's really close. Do you remember that one, Pete? Watching at home?
No, actually, no.
All right, memorable stuff.
We were only young in 2009, weren't we, Pete?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's brilliant. I remember it, and David, I'm sure we'll talk about it
Yeah.
when he joins us on Sunday.
2009.
Yeah, started in Monaco that year.
Yeah, I remember that because
Yeah.
it was the Armstrong
Comeback year.
comeback here. And guess what team he was
okay.
riding for? With Contador.
Oh, there you
They
go.
would
full
have been on
circle.
this very bus. No, seriously.
Is it the same bus?
Yeah.
It's just been refurbished a few times.
No, it
Probably
hasn't.
not even been refurbished.
No, it wouldn't have been. Would have been exactly like this.
Might have sat here.
He probably did.
Yeah. The history of cycling, eh? Yeah,
Small world,
yeah,
isn't it?
Small, too small sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. What else are you looking forward to, Pete? I mean, so your real job, if you like, starts on Sunday, doesn't it? Like that's where you'll be doing the briefings. You'll be
Yeah,
standing. Standing a little bit
When
further
I'm
on the pitch.
stepping up in front of the lads and delivering one of my mega team talks. No, but joking aside, I was thinking about this the other day, and someone said, "Are you excited?" And I was like, "Actually, I'm quite excited. You know, just to do all these iconic moments in the team car on the radio. Like,
Yeah.
it actually doesn't get any better,
Yeah.
does it? You know, going
Yeah.
up Alpe d'Huez on the radio to Tejada, vamos, 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 venga, 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 chaval, vamos, vamos, like this. Yeah?
You've been warming up. You've
This
been
is what I know.
practicing.
Well, I've had practice at the Dauphin.
Yeah.
Also,
this is what I do.
in this modern day and age, that all gets filmed and recorded, as you
Yeah.
know, work on television. The other
I
side
know,
of it.
but-
Have you worked on your victory, like, raw?
Yeah,
No,
come on,
it's-
Jonas,
I'm-
come on. No, not Jonas, obviously, a different team. But yeah.
I'm just gonna try and be just, I don't know, authentic, like not think about it.
Yeah.
And if I'm boring, I'm boring. I don't really care. And then also Champs-Élysées, that's gonna be cool in the team car.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
cool. That'll be like a pinch moment, like woohoo, here we go.
Hold on tight.
Oh, brilliant.
It's gonna be so good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's gonna be a hard month. There's gonna be a lot of stress, as we know. But actually, I'm just gonna try and enjoy it.
I think.
And
you'll
then
find
you
a
know,
way.
Yeah.
get to the end of the month, and if I'm like, right, that's, I like that. That was good. And think about doing this job again next year.
Day by day, isn't it?
Exactly, it really is. Yeah.
Yeah. And have you got a view on? Nah, let's not even bother making a prediction. It's not even.
Well,
worth it,
yeah,
is it?
I've got a view.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Obviously, we know who's gonna win, barring any accidents. Pogacar.
Yep.
Gonna go second, Vingegaard, and I'm gonna go third, Del Toro.
Oh.
Keep him up there on GC. It's not impossible.
He's
is it?
just that good, isn't he?
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
So-
I didn't ask you for a prediction, so I'm not going to put you on the spot, Lizzie, because I think it's just difficult, isn't it? It's difficult. But
Anything can happen in the Tour de France,
Yeah.
especially in the first week.
yeah.
The Tour is the Tour.
Yeah.
Hey, how was Thursday night in the team presentation outside the Sagrada Familia, the Gaudi Cathedral, which is now finished? What a location that was.
Well, it was epic, wasn't it? But we
Yeah.
only seen what you guys seen on
Yeah.
X or whatever you call it now,
Yeah,
on Tinternet.
on the internet.
Because we got there at, I don't know, maybe 2:00. Waited to do, well, the rider did the photographs and all that malarkey, and sat there for a bit. Then we did the presentation, the ASO presentation, which was a lovely montage, I have to say.
Yeah.
Then, so the last one I did was in 2015.
Yeah.
Exactly the same. So did that. That was nice. It was dead hot in there. Sat with everyone in the room, watched Ade come in with his new stylish haircut.
Yeah, he's gone, for those
said
who
a bit
don't
of,
know, he's got a crew
schooling.
cut, bottle blonde. Yeah.
Yeah.
Slim Shady, isn't he?
Yeah.
Looks great, I think.
Please stand
Do you
up.
think? Yeah.
I think it's so cool.
Yeah.
It's like Bad Boy.
Yeah. Because up till now, with
Well, yeah, but he needs the bad boy maybe, isn't he? He's got baby face.
Yeah. I
yeah,
rate it.
and the old tuft haircut and everything, like a little bit.
I feel like
just-
it's a bit
Personality.
not growing up, but he's reaching. It made him come across as like not like this kid anymore.
Yeah.
It's a bit like, I'll do what I want.
phase 2.
Yeah, phase
Pogacar,
really is phase 2.
phase 2. The
Bit of
blonde
phase 2.
years. Yeah.
But anyway, I didn't see any of the presentation. Then we got back in the bus, and then we had the worst police escort ever who just let every car through and in front of us.
What's the point then?
Well, there was no point. We could have got there faster without it. And then we picked the riders up and then came back to the hotel.
Yeah.
Had dinner at like 9:15.
Do the riders hate the team president?
Left the dinner table. Left the dinner table at 10. No, because this is important. So that's the hardest part because they're massive days, aren't they? When you get up at 7, and you're with people all the time, and you don't leave the dinner table until 10 o'clock. That's when the day finishes, and that's when you get your hour.
It's so intense.
Were you itching to get away? But is there like a?
Do you get your own room?
Yeah.
As a DS,
yeah.
do you?
Do you?
Oh,
Big time.
That's totally different.
By that point in the day, you just want to eat your dinner and get gone and have your hour of like watching.
That's what I'm saying. Do you feel like duty bound to sit there until Vinokurov's finished his last chip?
There is a bit of like respect, not like that, but just with the staff and
you can't just bolt it down.
No,
take your plate up to your
I reckon by the end of week 2 I will be there.
Yeah, you will.
Like, I'm being polite now, but I'm just you've got to look after yourself as well. And no one wants a moody Pete, so.
Well,
They'll be like, let him go. Just it's the best for everyone.
We used to have a total code for that when we were working together for television. Tesco sandwich.
Tesco sandwich.
That was code for leave me alone. I'm just going to my hotel room. Tesco sandwich.
Yeah, we all knew.
Yeah,
we all knew. I'd be like, what?
Yeah.
I used to get Domino's.
All right, I've put my reading glasses on because that's what happens when you get to my age. Listen, we've had a couple of comments, very nice ones as well. Joanne says, "It's great to see your faces again." That means you, Lizzie, and that means you.
Joanne.
Yeah. And look forward to hearing your superb coverage of Le Tour. We'll watch out for you in Voiron, where we're going for stages 17 and 18. What can you tell me about the Voiron stage? Go on.
I think it's
done your research.
Yeah, 100. I think it's going to define the whole race. Actually,
I think it's a day for a breakaway.
I think it's a breakaway possible reduced like bunch sprint.
Yeah. So Magnus Cort in the Danish,
or even maybe a Max Canter.
Or a Max Canter with an Astana.
Climber sprinter.
See that in an Astana lens because that's what he does these days. That's fair enough. Richard says, I hardly watch podcasts, but, capital letters, this one was amazing.
Wow.
Watch it. It is worth every single minute of your time. Bring on the TDF, which stands for Tour de France.
It does.
Yes, it does.
Thanks, Richard.
Thank you. And Tim says, been following pro cycling for nearly 40 years. Was in France for the 1989 Tour. Gosh.
Wow, year I was born.
89. You were born in 1989.
Laurent Fignon. Closest tour in history.
Berlin Wall came down.
Berlin Wall.
Closest tour in history, and Pete Kennaugh was born.
First winner on Alpe d'Huez. First British winner on Alpe d'Huez was born.
88.
88.
Yeah. See, not as much happened in 88.
No, Torval and Dean won gold actually.
Torval and Dean. Yeah.
But what else?
Yeah. I was in France for the 1989 tour. Seen all the highs and lows, read all the books, watched the documentaries, but I've learned more from For the Love of Cycling this year than in all those years. Wow. That's a bold claim, but thank you very much.
Well,
That's
I guess
very
when
kind.
You sat on the Astana bus with the road book of the Tour de France, what more could you offer?
Yeah.
Thank you, and please keep being great. All right, that's it then. Lizzie, I'll see you tomorrow. Pete, we'll see you on the road, won't we? We'll catch up, definitely, at some point, sooner rather than later.
Are you going to be, like, watching tomorrow?
We're going to be watching the bicycle race.
Well, let me know where you are and I'll give you a wave.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Give us a beep.
Give you a beep.
We'll drop a pin.
Yeah, try and get a photo of me or something.
It's all about Pete.
Yeah, obviously.
It's all about
Tour
Pete.
de Pete.
Yeah,
it's my first tour. I'm excited.
But we will also try and catch up with you over the next 3 weeks,
course,
as often as we can.
As often as we can.
When the logistics kind of allow for it.
Absolutely.
All right, brilliant.
Have some stories to tell by then, hopefully.
Thanks very much, Pete. Lizzie, see you tomorrow. And For the Love of Cycling is sponsored by Science in Sport, the go-to fuel for some of the leading riders in the Tour de France over the last 40 years. Now it's time for you to get involved. Your chance to win a 3-month supply of beta fuel from Science in Sport, the dual source revolution that changed cycling performance. Just share a photo of you and your bike on Instagram, tagging #ScienceInSport and #ForTheLoveOfCycling, and telling us why you're inspired by the Tour de France.